Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on in. Today is Monday, March 25th, and I know Monday. Why is Bull streaming on a Monday? We'll get to that. But the reason, right, redeems don't seem to be recognizing a stream. Interesting. Might have to take a look at that. Yeah, OBS is acting a bit strange this afternoon. Took me a few times to get it right. Anyway, so was I biking? Actually, no, I was out for a run. That reminds me, needn't keep this on. Although gotta say, it's not bad. It's fairly form-fitting, so at least there's that. But oh, it also smells like smoke. I had to go by my neighbor's house, and they were lighting something on fire. So, wah wah. What's the surf gear? Well, I mean, I am moving to Hawaii, so would make sense to have it. Shaka bra. Promise I'll try not to be complete aloha bro douche. But since we last were together yesterday morning, you may have noticed house is starting to look a little bit more bare. Did a lot of spring cleaning this weekend. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. I am moving to Hawaii. Yes. That's what that title, that whole it's now 7 days actually, 1 week, and the big move is coming. I'm not counting the second as being here because I'm leaving at like 3, 4 in the morning on that day. Turning the house into squatters' rights? Nah, I got a tenant, no problem. What's scary about it? Of all the things I've heard about my move there, I've heard that's expensive. I've heard, that's a long way from home, but I wouldn't call it scary. Howdy, JJ, good to see you. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. Love to see it, love to see it. There we go. Go back to chat, there we go. No, get back here, chat. OBS is fucking with me today. There we go. Much better. A lot of ghetto or poverty. I mean, it's not anywhere close to the most impoverished state in the union. You have been to Mississippi, right? How am I doing? Pretty good. Had a solid day at work. Been a lot of cleaning up, a lot of chores today. Been drinking a fair amount of water, and I had my big meal, so I feel like I'm a little bit bloaty in the midsection. I've already done my abs and push-ups today, so we're strictly speaking not really going to talk about that. But before not talk about that. We're not going to do that. But before we dove into the gaming side of things, I wanted to go ahead and ask y'all. If you had any fitness and health related questions. While y'all ask those, I'll answer what we got in chat so far. I'm doing great. Again, having a pretty good day. It's been nice here. I went for a little run, took care of an errand or two, got my work done. What did I eat? I had a giant pot of massaman curry that I made. Kind of had it simmer. Hey, thank you very much for the prime subscription. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Why am I moving? So this is a good question. For those of you who don't know, I am a nuclear engineer, and I currently work out here in South Carolina. There are a lot of reasons, but my move is going to, 30 stream streak. Thank you so much, Big Gay Mikey. Thank you very much. Enjoy those 450 channel points, those 450 stonks. But why am I moving? I got offers from the U.S. Navy, one in Washington State and one in Hawaii at Pearl Harbor, to be a nuclear engineer with them. So it's a mission I believe in. I really feel like, it's something I support. I've got a lot better upward mobility in terms of career growth there, I think. I am getting bored here. I've kind of done everything there is to do. I've built a nice little life here, but if I stuck around here, 2024 would be almost a complete repeat of 2023, just with slightly higher numbers, in the gym, slightly lower numbers on the body fat percentage reader on the scale, and very little variation. You don't want to get into it, sink into that sort of habit. And for me, again, I've been here 3 years. It's about time. Another reason is dating. Frankly, the dating scene around here is abysmal. I moved here from rural Texas, and I thought, couldn't really get a whole lot worse than that. Oh, it could, and it did. The dating scene, so where I live is very deep into the Bible Belt, so more or less, unless you want to deal with pretty serious still social stigmas, you're best off going the straight route, which for me is an option. Unfortunately, the quality of women around here is terrible, like really, really bad. I'm not trying to be mean. This is statistically provable. The metro area closest to me was ranked out of 180 large metro areas in the United States for women's achievement, basically everywhere. This includes, health standards, life expectancy, education rates, graduation rates, obviously income, just a litany of factors. My metro area came in 175th out of 180 cities. It was on par with Shreveport, Louisiana, and Huntington, West Virginia. For those of you who don't know anything about those two places, Huntington used to be a coal mining town. And I say used to be because West Virginia has seen extreme economic loss over the last 50 years, mostly due to the decline of the coal industry, which was inevitable. It was going to happen. Am I bi? I've said it before. Ask me again on the AMA channel on the AMA stream on Friday. All right. But as far as dating women's concerned around here, it's just so yeah. Huntington that's not good company to be in, right? A very heavily declined coal mining town, and then Shreveport, and Shreveport's a dump. Like Shreveport is bad. The rest of Louisiana tries to make you forget that Shreveport isn't there. I'll put it that way. Like Shreveport's nasty. I think the one major industry it has left is the casino that lures in Texans on the eastern chunk of the state to cross the state border and go gamble there. That's not a good start for an economy. No, you're not. No, don't worry. You're not trying to be offensive. It's just, so as far as my sexuality is concerned, okay, I'll talk about it here. Yes, I am, but I don't want to make that a big part of my identity. I want to be, I'm doing this, I want people to be entertained for who I am and not what my fucking identity is. I get really tired of people getting wrapped up in their trying to make their gender or their sexuality a part of their personality. It's like, be yourself. Who you like is just who you like. How do I conquer an addiction? Okay. Can you explain sipping purple stuff? Is it an addiction to lean by chance? With a name like that, I have to ask the question. Please, by all means, let me know what type of addiction it is. Give me a little bit more data. Just curious. Oh, yeah, no, it's totally okay to ask that question. It's just, I do kind of want to save a few things to the AMA on Friday, which, if y'all don't know, in honor of us getting close to, as far as I'm concerned, 2,000 followers, I'm going to give you guys a private Ask Me Anything where you can ask anything, and yes, I do mean that, even if it is a question Twitch wouldn't like. We're going to do that on my Discord. It's going to be a lot of fun. How do I conquer an addiction? So it's an OnlyFans addiction. This one's very simple. You need to cut all of your OnlyFans subscriptions. You need to measure out how much money you are spending on that every month. Track it in a budget if you don't have it. And then you need to install a web blocker to just give you a layer of security against that website. It's not going to be easy, but ultimately, addictions are proof that you have outsourced control of your life to something else. And it's a sad thing because you only have one life, and nobody's going to have your best interests at heart besides you. You have to be the one that controls your own life. So if you are outsourcing your life's problems to a substance or a website, or it's all a dependency. It's a psychological dependency. So you have to eliminate that to the extent possible. And if you can't, you got to go with the mitigation route, which is replace bad addictions with less bad addictions, right? For instance, go to the gym. That would be a good start. Jesus Christ, dude, over $1,000? Yikes. That's okay. What you're doing is you're throwing your future away. So $1,000 saved here. I'm going to do the math for you, okay? Let me grab a little bit of water first. I forgot to. The Twitch streamers are thirst trapping me. See, now I don't do that here. Yes, right. Okay, I'm in good shape, but like, I do my absolute best to really make the monetary side not that big a deal. Like if you drop me a sub, I'm very thankful for it, but I don't go out of my way to like incentivize that. I don't really run that many ads either for that exact reason. All right, let me grab some water real quick. I am thirsty. If y'all are also thirsty. Yeah. Much better. Nothing like South Carolina's finest. Good old-fashioned tap water. Can you thirst trap us by spilling water over your chest, asking for a friend? Okay. My one rule of chat is don't say shit that gets me kicked off of Twitch. I'm going to go with no because I don't know if that's against the rules or not. But maybe we can do that on Friday. Who knows? But not on streamer subs on her OnlyFans. So sipping purple stuff, what you have to do is say, this is harming me. So let's go ahead and take $1,000 a month, right? So $1,000 a month is $12,000 a year. $12,000 a year is a large chunk of money. If you are disciplined enough, you can actually live on $12,000 a year. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, so what you are there, my brother, is a simp. Stop being a simp. This is your cost of being a simp right now. I'm going to lay it out in black and white, clear as crystal, okay? At a cost of $1,000 a month, all right? Over the course of 10 years, right? You got to, one of my favorite things to do is to take expenses, especially recurring expenses, and expand them over the cost of 10 years. It really gives you a better idea of just what something is actually costing you. So let's just say, right, you're going $100 or $1,000 a month. So $1,000 a month is going to be $12,000 a year. $12,000 a year over 10 years is $120,000 a decade. That is enough to buy a house with if you know where to look. That is enough to send yourself back to college and get a better degree and find a better job. That is a way to get certs in a blue-collar industry like electrical. That's enough to start a business. I mean, that is life-changing amount of money right there. But it gets worse. It gets worse than that, because $120,000 is assuming that money gets parked in a checking account and earns virtually no interest. What it is, if you were to invest it in the S&P 500, where money more or less grows at a roughly 7% average historical real rate, you are actually costing yourself $173,000 in a decade. You need to stop immediately. That's what you're doing to yourself. $173,000. That's what you're throwing away in one decade. Stop it. It's madness. I mean, there are drug addictions that will cost you less than that, for God's sake. Don't do drugs, obviously, especially if they're illegal. But my point is, no. Oh, and okay, it's what happens to truck drivers. I'm calling bullshit on that, all right? For the amount of money you're spending on an OnlyFans, save up, have some fucking temperance, go to Nevada and do things legally there for a fraction of the cost. Not to mention, instead of just simping over someone on a screen of yours, and taking care of business downstairs yourself, you get the real fucking thing, right? Yeah. If you were to save and invest that money, that'd be 173 grand over 10 years. You tell me if it's worth it or not. Come on, man. I've been to the bunny ranch. Good for you. Look, better still, just give up on it entirely. I mean, frankly, that's what I've had to do here for the last 3 years. I was just talking about how horrendous the dating scene is, that being a very big part of why I'm moving to Hawaii, which, as a couple other reasons I'm doing that is I would like to challenge myself a bit and see if Hawaii really is that high cost of living a place, or if it's just what I think it is, which is most people trying to live like mainlander Americans on an island in the middle of the Pacific and paying the resultant high cost of that, right? If you try to live like an islander, I have a feeling it's quite a lot more affordable. So I'm going to see whether or not that's true. They want 5K to 10K for one night. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. You're looking in the wrong place. If that's really what they're charging, that's bullshit. Nah, you're getting scammed. And even so, right? Practice some fucking self-discipline. Your sex drive just isn't worth that. This is the problem with men, and this is actually there's a very good economics book about this called The Book of Numbers. Retention? No. Okay, so as far as retention, that's not. Do that only to a point. It can be bad for you if you go for too long. But where I'm going with this is, don't let your sex drive control you. Okay. For a large chunk of history, the vast majority of men have done just that and done everything based on their sex drive. Right? You've seen those memes where it's a completely empty living room, a TV, an Xbox, and a mattress, and they're like, men think this is an acceptable way to live as though it's some insult, when in reality it should be the most alarming thing for anyone invested in the present economy. Because yeah, as it turns out, you can live on very little if you're a single man. There's actually a book writer that I'm a big fan of called Aaron Clary, and he has gone through and found what the average man could live on if he just kind of chose to go single and just did his own thing. And also the return on investment, what the average man spends in dating, courtship, pornography, prostitution from ages 18 to 30. And the numbers are shocking. The average amount that a guy spends in those 12 years, and this is the average, so 50%, give me more than this, is $260,000 over the course between ages 18 and 65. If you were to take that money and whatever money is spent after age 30, right, because that's not even counting things like marriages, divorces, et cetera, it adds up to something between $4 and $9 million. All right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't get in love, and I'm not saying you should just, right? What I'm saying is you need to take a rational perspective and understand just how much you're giving up to satisfy your own carnal urges. There are cheaper ways to accomplish that task. Just dirty stuff, but yeah, okay, but what do most men marry for? They marry because they think a girl is pretty and they want to have kids with her. That's what most men marry for, right? Most men are straight. Most men marry women. Most men desire women. Most men, when it comes to desire, most of that desire is very visual and very physical. That's how men are bred to operate. That is how societal standards work, and it's how genetics work. So if you fight the natural biological urges, as it turns out, the market will reward you immensely. You don't account for Social Security in your retirement, right? That's correct. I do not. I do not believe Social Security will exist in its current form by the time I would be eligible for it, because it can't. The mathematics don't work. It's a mathematics problem. Social Security's age needs to be increased dramatically and immediately. The baby boomer generation is a group of people for whom I have absolutely no sympathy. If you manage to get through the 1980s stock boom, the 1990s stock boom, the 2000s stock boom, and the 2010s stock boom, and the current stock boom, and still come up with nothing, and you're at age 65 right now, just fucking work 5 more years, honestly. How the fuck did you manage to do that? The baby boomer generation in the United States is the single wealthiest and most privileged generation to have ever walked planet Earth. You were given opportunities. If you are absolutely broke at age 65 and you live in the United States right now, meaning you were born in 1959, you fucked up. You really fucked up. Because if you were born in the 50s or the 60s, odds are you were raised with 2 parents. You were raised with a education system that did give you, if not a perfect degree, then a high school education. When that piece of paper from a high school actually still meant something, you had the ability to get a job. You had the ability to start a business. You had the ability to have affordable college. You had the ability to get affordable housing. You had all of those benefits that my generation, and God knows the generations coming after me, don't have, and you pissed it away. You pissed it away. Anyway, for what it's worth, I was born in '95, and frankly, I consider myself extremely lucky. The truly unlucky generation, the truly unlucky, I'll call them age cohort because it's not truly a generation, were those born between about 1983 and 1988. If you were born in the middle 1980s, you came of age either out of college or out of high school right around the 2008 economic crash. And I do feel very sorry for you if that was the case. If you were born in the mid-'80s, you are actually still, to this day, statistically less likely to make as much money. Have you researched or tried semen retention with celibacy? So I am religious. I do believe I am a practicing Roman Catholic. However, basic biology would tell you that that's not a good idea. And personal experience tells me that when I don't handle things downstairs for too long, I get very horny and I make poor decisions because I'm thinking downstairs instead of thinking upstairs. Don't let your libido control your rational mind. That post-nut clarity, frankly, is a godsend in terms of actually figuring out what you need to get done. You ever watch The Wolf of Wall Street? So The Wolf of Wall Street says, do you jerk off? Do I jerk off? Do I jerk off? You know, it's Leonardo DiCaprio and Matthew McConaughey. McConaughey is just absolutely brilliant in this scene. T-sip though he may be. And he said, and DiCaprio says, do I jerk off? Yeah, jerk off. He said, how many times? Maybe 3-4 times a week. It's bullshit. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up, son, in this game, right? That's what you got to do. You got to rely. It's not about the jerking off. That has very little to do with it. It's about the post-nut clarity. That post-nut clarity, those 5 to 10 minutes after you've taken care of business down there, the world just seems everything seems so obvious. Everything's like, oh, why didn't I think of that before? Right? So, some people's savings in retirement were wiped in the Great Recession. If you held on to the stocks that you owned in 2007, you would have made all your money back by 2012, and you would have doubled it by 2019. Well, listen, Sippin, I'm not trying to be mean here, but if you're telling me that's not a good idea, let's look at where you're at right now, coming to me asking for help for $1,000 a month spending on OnlyFans, or look at where I'm at, almost financially independent, and I'm about to move to Hawaii just because I can. Are you sure? Are you really sure you want to challenge me on whether or not this is a good idea? Just saying, the proof's in the pudding here, bro. You're a cool dude, but I mean, gotta be real with you. Seems to me like you might not have room to judge what is and isn't a good way to handle your libido, based on the fact that you came to me for help. Not trying to be mean, but as far as Social Security is concerned, no. Yeah, the boomers took way more from this country than they gave, and as a result, my personal opinion, this is one of the things I really liked about the more moderate wing of the GOP. They're the only chunk of American politicians who are serious about this. Increasing the Social Security retirement age needs to happen. And it's just a simple fact of the matter. If we don't do that, Social Security will run out of money. When Social Security runs out of money, right? So there's a big Social Security trust fund of all the excess money they took in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s as all these generations were working, and the pyramid of population was a lot more like a pyramid. Now it's more like a diamond where the bulge is in the middle. That's the boomers and Gen X, right? And eventually us millennials. But because of that, right, as those bigger generations move up the age brackets, it's too many workers or too many retirees and not enough workers supporting them. The only way to fix that is you either have to tax the workers more, which is kind of hard to do when this is the same generation that got walloped in 2008, got burdened by hundreds of thousands of student loan debt, and got walloped again by the COVID crash. So you can do that, but to quote a Argentinian politician who I actually pretty much really kind of fuck with, I think he's pretty cool. I know plata. We don't have the money. We can't do that. You can tax us, but you're taxing not a very rich generation at the moment. Or you can do the sensible thing and say, life expectancy has risen dramatically since we started this program. Maybe the retirement eligibility age should also go up with life expectancy. The only people who are saying that right now are moderate Republicans. The Trump wing refuses to admit the open reality, and the Democrats just say, we can solve it with taxes, which is also untrue. We gonna get sound money debt-free currency issued by Treasury now? Nah, that's not necessary. The current currency system's fine. The Federal Reserve isn't to blame for this. It's just poor fiscal policy. Actually, I think the Federal Reserve has done a pretty good job. Oh, but Dale's the one saying that, so of course. I can quit. It takes biblical requirements. It's scientifically proven that, retaining for too long is bad for your prostate, so I'm not going to do it. Male prostitute, good to see you in here. Use case after use case after use case. What happens when religious people are celibate for the wrong wrongs, end up hurting others? I think the trouble here is literalism. It's not so much that religion is bad, but it's people who take the messages religion says completely on their face value and literally. Biblical literalism in general is not a really good way to go. What's up, homie?
What's up, dude?
But as far as biblical literalism is concerned, so like Jesus Christ spoke mostly in metaphors, right? He spoke in parables. The idea here is that he was not a man speaking, right? He's not actually saying, right, that a camel can get through the eye of a needle, right? It's a metaphor, just as an instance, okay? And I think in many branches of religion, I'm not just saying Christianity, it's just that's because I'm a Catholic, the one I know the best. It's just kind of, people like to take it literally, and it's not necessarily a good idea. Trigger Bell, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. As far as we can take money from others' funds, such as the large defense budget, that's not true either, FM. You could delete the entire defense budget tomorrow, reallocate it towards welfare spending, and we'd still be running a massive fiscal deficit. Everybody likes to say, I'll just cut defense. And we certainly could and probably should. We spend probably quite a bit too much money on the military, but that wouldn't fix the problem. It's entitlement spending, and the entitlement spending has to be addressed. You can either do that, or you can increase taxes to European-style levels, which is 30 to 40% for most of the middle class, and most of the middle class is not going to want that, myself included. What's up, Too Deep? Good to see you. Like the mustard seed can move a mountain. Is it literal? No, it's a metaphor. If you ask me, I think it's a metaphor. Now it's faith. Okay, so right, the actual quote is faith the size of a mustard seed can move a mountain. What does that mean? Well, okay, faith is not something that you can actually measure. Faith is qualitative. It is not a quantitative concept. So faith, right? Just a little bit of faith, if you believe what is being said there is faith the size of a mustard seed can move a mountain. That is to say, if you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and that by believing you have life in his name, you will be rewarded with eternal salvation. It's the basic premise of Christianity. That's all that's saying. Any thoughts on the prosperity doctrine? It's stupid. It's a grift. Bust ass, independent of your religious beliefs. because that's the right thing to do. And most, okay, I'll put it this way, Big A Mikey, my favorite response to the prosperity doctrine and any of the assholes who peddle it is the song Miracle Man by Ozzy Osbourne. Fun side note, Ozzy Osbourne is both a better Christian and a more reliable Christian than any of those prosperity doctrine grifters. Mirage, good to see you. Welcome on, good. Simply too deep, not too bad. We're leaving in 1 week. Manifestation's a scam. Manifestation is a new take on an old idea, which is the power of positive thinking. And it is actually true that an optimistic mindset will often bring rewards to your life. But you can't just sit here and say, $1 million immediately with no work on my part, right? You can't just do that. So there's a difference between positive thinking and delusion, okay? Right, prosperity is good. Right, right, so yes, of course, if you believe in God, yes, you need to give God credit, but at the same time, that's not what the prosperity gospel is. The prosperity gospel are these very obvious snake oil salesmen in the Christian faith. People like Joel Osteen, people like Jimmy Swaggart, these crowds that go on television, that go on radio, and just milk their followers for money because they're spreading the good message. But then instead of taking that money and giving it to the poor as Christ instructs, they get private jets and mansions and all sorts of other crap they don't need. These people are devils wearing crucifixes, and they are going to burn in the hottest circles of hell, if you ask me. People write in their manifestation journal for 12 times a day and sit on their rest. Yes, okay, but let's take journals for an instance here, right? I actually do have a journal, but I'll write about things in my life, things I want to get done, and plans. I don't write down, I wish this would happen. I don't write down wishes. I'll write down feelings, but I'm not, what you should do is be able to bore down from conceptual broad-based thinking of, okay, this is what I want, but this is what the world is currently getting me, and this is the feedback I'm getting. How do I adjust my life and and my actions, right, and my decisions to get what I'm looking for? That's the piece I think most people don't somehow link together. Journals is so helpful as a tool for pre-action, but it's not the action itself. Bingo. I couldn't say it better myself. Porthos, perfect. That's exactly the way you should say it. They talk of green pastures and use hypnosis almost. Oh yeah, a lot of religions in various ways it is a form of group hypnosis. But you could say that about political rallies. You could say that about pep rallies or football games, or it's just something we as humanity are hardwired down in subconscious brain to do. I don't understand it very well, but I do understand enough basics to know, hey, that's what's going on. You're at a burger joint in Danville that serves a little bit of everything. Very nice, Big Red. As a company, you're looking great. I'll be honest, I wish I felt like I was. I weighed in this morning at, what did I weigh in at? I forgot to write it down, but I do remember. It was 225.6 and 18.6%. I don't feel as though that's, I don't know. We're at the point where if I flex, right? If I flex and I get the lighting just right, you can see some abdominal definition 2-4, but pretty much nothing on the lower. And I got to work on that. And really, that's only if I'm flexed. If I just stand here, right? You can see the bottoms of the rib cage, a little bit of ab muscle, and you can see the Apollo's belt, but it's not a washboard stomach. It's not where it needs to be. But I wasn't expecting it to be at this point, right? I've only been on the cut for about 4 weeks, right? My cut was going to be roughly 18 to 21 weeks. So I've seen progress. I'm just about at the right weight range. I'm down 6-7 pounds from my peak bulk. That's good. That's where we want it. I want that loss of weight to be slow, because if I make it too fast, then I lose muscle mass, and that would completely have defeated the point of that whole bulk I went on. How's my shoulder injury? It's good. It's felt pretty good for a while now. I'm back to full strength. Yesterday I was a little bit I was a little bit low on my shoulder press, but it's because I went absolutely balls to the wall doing the NFL Combine test on bench first. It was a good game between A&M and Houston. I didn't get my hopes up because I just kind of knew, but you know what? That's a respectable way to go out. I'll be honest, I'll have to say the same thing about Texas. They gave Tennessee everything Tennessee could handle. Use thermogenics. What the heck is what's thermogenics? Is that like ice baths and stuff? It'll get there soon. I agree. I appreciate that it's looking great. I've definitely got more to go, but I'm on the right path. Hey, Chili, good to see you. Over my mid-afternoon walk. Oh, go enjoy. I went for a run earlier and a little bit of a walk too. It was really nice. I was out for, that was not a long run, maybe 15 minutes or so, but it was nice. Super beefy right now, sitting at 270. Can't wait to cut. I like to, so typically I go with the seasons. In the spring is usually my hard cut months, March, April, May, because summer is beach season, so I want to look my best aesthetic, which is going to be, I want to be at the bottom of my cut by the time June rolls around, especially July or August. Then, keep looking good through September, October. November rolls around, like Thanksgiving time, that's where I turn on the bulk, like a fat burner, metabolism increase, or animal cuts. Okay. I use thermogenesis in the sense that I eat food, and there's something called the thermic effect of food, which burns calories. But I don't go out of my way, really it's just down to macros. If you eat a high protein diet, you're naturally going to burn more calories through the thermic effect of food. Dino Gatsby 11, thank you very much for the follow. Y'all, we are so close to 2,000, so I do appreciate that. I believe that brings us to 1979, so we're getting real close. We got 21 more. Yeah, lots of fun, especially in Texas. Oh yeah, cheers. Eating food burns calories. Okay, so have you tried photosynthesis? I'm an animal, not a plant. No. So let's talk about the thermic effect of food real quick. I really should have grabbed my whiteboard for this, but you just go along with me. The thermic effect of food is very simple. When you eat food, a fraction of the calories you consume will be, a fraction of the calories you consume will be burned digesting it, right? So it's going to be different based on what type of food Mirage, I'm used to it. There's some people in here who just think I'm a dancing monkey. It's okay. But no, you don't get photosynthesis from salads. Salads will give you lots of micronutrients. That's not how that works. But if you're eating carbs, roughly about 5%, 5 to 10% of the energy you're taking in from carbs, so rice, bread, lentils, you get it, right? That's going to be burned in digestion. Now with fat, it's actually only 1 to 2%. Most fat does not. Your body's it's very good at taking in fat. It doesn't need to convert it very much, which means digesting it and absorbing calories from fat's very easy. Protein is a little bit harder. It's about 20% to 25%. In other words, if you eat a great big steak, right, you're gonna, if you eat lots and lots of meat, you could get the meat sweats. If you've ever had the meat sweats, you know what I'm talking about, where you start feeling very warm all of a sudden after eating a very heavy, high-protein dinner. The reason for this is because your body is working and having to burn lots of calories to try and convert all that protein into energy and more importantly, send it to your muscles, especially if you've done a good workout. So, Dino, okay, just gonna let you know, if you are into, or if you're interested in stuff like that, maybe you'd like the NSFW chat on my Discord. But seriously, it's wild. Some people have just no social skills. I figured this out. There's some people who just show up on Twitch and like I get that there's a lot of people who are just here because they think I'm attractive, but good God, like, be at least a little bit more subtle, please. I love having new people in chat, but like, right, we're talking about, we're trying to talk about diet and fitness and all these other questions. While I keep answering these questions, though, we're going to move on. We're going to play a little bit of game. I'm going to stick with fitness and health as the source, though, just for now. Is rare steak the best? I think rare steak is the tastiest. I think there is something to be said for... I was not going to play RuneScape today, actually. I was going to play... Yes. I was going to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. But there is something for the hemoglobin. There we go. Turn that down just a bit. Go. Let's do... Huh. Where did the, shoot. There was Amity Airfield. Oh, haven't gotten to it yet. Never mind. All right, we'll do the ski one. That's always a fun park. But that's okay. That's not showing up. It's just showing Steam for some reason. Sorry. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Awesome. What games do you enjoy playing on your downtime? You're about to find out, actually. What about that female streamer who paints her boobs on stream? She kind of set the trend and attracted those weirdos. Okay, so a couple things y'all need to know about Twitch. First off, okay, the rules for women, especially women who get lots of people and a big audience, are very, very different than the rules for men and the streamers who have much smaller audiences. Especially the streamers who, like myself, don't really make Twitch a lot of money. Again, you've noticed the relative lack of advertisements on this show, and it's because Twitch can't buy me off. I don't need the money that badly. As a result, all of a sudden, Twitch is like, oh, well, if we ban him, it's no skin off our nose. So it's a little bit like that. I gotta update this just a touch. There we go. And we're gonna slide it on over. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. It's actually OpenRCT 2, which is sort of it's like a fan run equivalent of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 with some upgrades and improvements over the years. I will try to build a water coaster, although this is the ski park, so I might not have access to that. Yeah, I do plenty of games like this, but it's fun, it's chill. But as far as like, right, explicit stuff, banning LGBT is homophobic. No, okay, so Twitch doesn't ban you because of your identity, right? That's, first off, you can't, right, that's not how that works. Twitch, if you are violating Twitch's terms of content, Twitch can ban you. However, Twitch almost deliberately has made their terms of content their terms and conditions very vague. So it's up to us streamers to try and figure out what Twitch means when they say something, and that's not always very clear or intuitive. So you kind of have to guess, and sometimes you guess wrong, which is why I play it safe, because that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I like trying to help people with, I just really like helping people with fitness and health, and I like having a good time and talking finances and everything else. But as far as, before we dive into this any further, it just, to me, it's about... As far as the explicit stuff, like, that's not why I'm here. If you're on this channel because you like the way I look, hey, no more power to you. And hell, if you join the Discord, I'm actually going to do an Ask Me Anything, an AMA that you can say. You can ask me literally anything you want, even including questions that wouldn't fly on Twitch. So if you're interested in that, definitely hop in on the Discord. You won't be sorry. But like, For Twitch itself, while it is 18 plus, the main reason I keep my channel 18 plus is so that way I can say what I want without having to, worry about getting punished for it as much. I don't have to walk on eggshells. All right, so our goal here is park here is called Alpine Adventures. So we need to convert a small mountain ski resort into a snow-themed amusement park. And we need to get at least a monthly income from ride tickets of $7. So quality over quantity, that makes sense. I agree. So we've got, let's see, this is very beautiful. It's all snowy. I mean, you can tell it's an isometric game. These graphics are from like straight out of the year, 2001, 2002, 1999. But it's still really, it's fun. So we've got a chairlift, and this chairlift is a transport ride. First off, always go increase the chairlift speed to maximum, so that way it's actually a functioning transit ride as opposed to just nothing. Now, what we've got is, honestly, it doesn't even look like, we might, tell you what, actually, the chairlift is free, but I'm gonna turn it off for now. In fact, I'm gonna close it completely because we don't have enough developed up here at the top of this chairlift for that to really be worth our time yet. So what we're going to do now, I think, is going to be, we're going to build a couple small rides on the main pathway here. I think that's where we have to start. Also, I find it really funny that, take a look at the temperature here. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit, but you can see very clearly like that this is all snow. So how is it 48 degrees in the bottom right corner and there's just snow everywhere? Not, nothing wrong with that per se, just an observation. So we've got this nice little wiggly path that goes to the chairlift. Everything's kind of built on hills, so I kind of have to be a little bit clever about how I do this. Why don't we start with maybe a Ferris wheel? We'll have some gentle rides right here, I think. Careful, the news said they might have a blizzard. Ha, this is pretty funny. So we're gonna go, let's start with a Ferris wheel. And we'll play a merry-go. We'll put a merry-go-round. You always gotta start with a merry-go-round. It just seems, it's like the classic roller coaster tycoon thing to build. So we build our little tarmac footpath. There we go. Voodoo Burger is heavenly. What would you do if you won the $1 billion Mega Millions? Be very, very quiet about it. Invest pretty much all of the money I had, and then live off of the proceeds, and use whatever I didn't use off of the proceeds to go to charity every month. Let's throw another gentle ride in here. Ooh, what we can do is even, I don't want to build too many trees. Why don't we stick this spiral slide boy back in here? Do you have to be really good at math to be a nuclear engineer? I would say yes. In general, yeah. Most engineering courses require pretty solid math skills. We're gonna go up and then down. There we go. So now we got a little bit of footpath to work with. And then we can upgrade this. There we go. I would spend it all in the strip club. That's because you're controlled by your desires instead of controlled by rational thinking. Frog to Prince. First off, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome on in. How high of math do you need to take? Typically in the United States, if you want a bachelor's degree in any engineering field, or any real engineering field, come the fuck at me, industrial design majors! You need to take differential equations. So that's going to be Calculus 1, Calculus 2, differential equations, Calculus 3, and sometimes linear algebra. You only got to pre-algebra? Yeah, you're not going to get very far then. Where do we want to build the observation tower? I feel like we should build the observation tower up here. Because that way, look, this is going to be cool. Gets all the way up here. Yeah, that looks baller. But I don't like these. I don't like these themes. Ooh, we should make all of these snow and ice themed. Yeah, we need better theming here. We need to change all these. Let's go with icy blue. We'll make the horses. Make them a nice little chartreuse. There we go. And then the Ferris wheel, let's blend it in. Let's give it an icy blue and white. Oh, that looks lovely. If you guys have name, good lord. And there's Metal Machine. What's up, Jojo Bo? Good to see you in here. I got you a balloon. Don't worry, we'll build a balloon stall. We just haven't done it yet. I do need to start building some shops and stalls, though. That is a good point. There we go. Now we're gonna kind of go like a two forward and then 2 down. There we go. Try and make some more usable pathways, I think. Yeah, that's... Ooh, I like that. There we go. Don't forget the bathrooms. Oh, yeah. Nope, you're right. It is time for some shops and stalls. So we're going to put them near the chairlift, I think. Ooh, I like that. It's a log cabin bathroom. You know, we'll put a second bathroom over here. Just for now. And then a balloon stall. I agree. We definitely got to have a balloon stall somewhere. We'll put that right here in front of the Ferris wheel. You know what? We'll even put a little, let's see. Do we have snow? Okay, so if you've got snow and ice theming, we can do igloo walls. I finally learned how to work with scenery and theming. Oh, that's not what I was looking to do. Shoot. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. So we're gonna put a little igloo roof. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool. Then we're gonna put a little shopping stall in there. Question is, what do we want to put? Do we want to put the kiosk? No, the kiosk will go over here. And then increase. Ooh, you know what we need? We need coffee. It's cold. We want coffee. Coffee is good. Oh, shoot. It blew up my wall. I didn't like that. Let's try and fix that. Oh, it's not. It doesn't like it. Okay. We got a little bit too creative there. Did you figure out how to put rooftops? I did. So if you hold shift, if you hold the shift key, you can choose where to build stuff. This is going to be immensely useful, especially on this level. But you can also use control to like pick a level and then move stuff on that level downwards. It's cold, so you should be selling ice cream. Do I even have ice cream? I don't think I do, but I did choose coffee. And we will want a cash machine at some point. Oh, we forgot to open the observation tower. We definitely got to do that. We'll also need a handyman and a mechanic. Probably don't need anything more than that right now at the moment. We now need something a bit more thrilling. So the question is what? Well, we could build something small, or we could make a big bobsled coaster, which is what I'd like to... Oh, that's cool. It's called Icicle Bob. Well, that would be perfect. The trouble is we don't really have a great place to build it. Like, this would be awesome in a vacuum, but like connecting it over would be such a pain in the ass. We don't really have the money for that. So I think a custom bobsled ride is going to be the move. So we're going to call this, maybe we'll call it Ice Mountain. So we'll build our station platform here. Defo hot chocolate and marshmallow stand. That's a great idea. We should, hopefully our research guys will come up with it. We're getting the corkscrew next. That'll be really useful, but I don't think we're going to need, I think we've got plenty of different roller coaster types. So right now, I think we need to focus on other items. I think we've got enough gentle rides for the moment too, so we'll turn that off. So let's go for thrill rides, water rides, shops and stalls, and scenery and theming. So that looks pretty good. Now we just need to start our bobsled ride. So with the bobsled, the way it works is it's really all about helixes, and it's about you know, think about how a bobsled actually works, right? So it's going to be mostly, ooh, we get a photo section, definitely want that. Go throw an S-bend here, nope, can't do that. All right, well, what if we threw an S-bend like that? Nope, all right. Throw, nope, can't do a helix yet, so why don't we throw a photo section here. Nope, shoot. This is going to be actually pretty difficult to build. There we go. Now it's got a little bit more speed. We'll do another helix down. And then what if we did... we'll go straight for a little while longer. And then we'll do yes. All right, so I have to do a little land excavation here. Just a bit. Perfect. And then we're gonna come through. Yeah, look at this. We're gonna go, now we're gonna go underground. So we go helix down. Let's do a small helix. And then, oh, we're out of money. Fuck. Have to add to the West Wing? All right, cheers. Dude, would you want to make it Jamaican themed? We could give it the Jamaica colors. I would not be opposed to that, actually. That'd be pretty baller. We should do that. But we are out of money at the moment, so we're going to need to take out a bigger loan. We're going to go helix down. Now, you guys may have noticed I haven't built too many hills up, and the reason for this is that a bobsled coaster is prone to crashing if you do that. In general, the whole point of a bobsled is for it to really have a lot of, you know, pushing you down into your seat style lateral G's with good turns and stuff like that. It's less about, oh, it's going to be perfect. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to build the exit tunnel here. So we're going to have to just build this up a bit. Perfect. And then... boom, look at that. Yeah. So now it's coming down here. Okay, now we're going to want... all right, what if we do a helix up here instead? All right, we're going to go... raise the lower land first, helix up. There we go. We'll do 2 helixes up and then a large helix. Oh, look at this. It's like winding through the trees. Oh, this is so freaking good. Let's do another helix up. Ah, I didn't want to do that. I deleted the tree. Darn it. What if we did another helix up from there? Oops. I keep deleting trees. It's like the opposite of what I'm trying to do. We'll do another, we'll throw a little mini tunnel here. There we go. Yeah, so we've got it going. We've got a couple underground parts, a couple above ground parts. This should be a really good ride. Really what we just need to do now is slowly, we'll take it down a little bit further. And then we'll bring it back to the station. That's the goal. There we go. We'll bring it right over the crowd here. Oh, that's gonna look killer. Nah, not quite yet. Shoot, that's not gonna work either. What if we go, okay, so we need to go a little bit further onto this slope. Oh, that's the one. That's how we want it right there. And it looks like we may have to delete this pathway for now. That's all right. We'll figure that out later. All right, we're gonna send this underground just to get under the station. You know what? All right, I know what we'll do. Just give it enough oomph to get back to the station. And then we climb up. That little highlight's how you know we're gonna do it isometric style. Perfect. And then we do a small helix. Oh, you gotta be joking. Damn it, I was one tile off. Oh, that's annoying. Ah, shoot. Alright. Well. Now. Damn, can't do that either. Alright, we'll just do that then. Not ideal, but it should work. This is going to be one hell of a ride. I'm actually really quite excited. I'm very happy with how this turned out. So the question is, we need to... I like the idea of making this the Jamaican theme. So this just needs to be green, right? So it's got to be, I think, we need black supports, red railing, because it's red, green, and black, right? I think like it should be green and then black and then red. No. It's gonna be black and then... That's better. I think it's a lighter green than this, though. What do y'all think? What's up, Lucas? Good to see you. Yeah, let's test it and see how it goes. And then we need... I think we do red cars with green on the inside. That looks Jamaican? Oh, it's green, yellow, and black, not green, red, and black. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Let's fix that. Yeah, I was about to say, it didn't look right. That's much better. Yes. So let's make the car, let's go with this. This should be a brighter yellow than that, I think. Let's see, I think maybe it should be bright yellow track and then bright green. Yeah, that's it. And then maybe go slightly darker green. I like that. Let's make this a green. We'll go black on the trim and then yellow seats. Bro, that's baller as hell. That looks awesome. All right. So we can do 2 cars of 8 or 3 cars of 6. I think 3 cars of 6 is slightly more efficient, so we're going to do that. Doesn't blend in at all, but like it's kind of not supposed to. If we're going to make it Rasta colors, you know. So you can see it's already picking up speed pretty quick. It's already going at about 40 miles an hour. So you have to be careful, otherwise it's going to crash. Alright. So now we're going to go. Got to build 1 or 2 of these straight up. Give guests who might get sick a little rest. Shoot. How did I run out of money for the pathway? It's not my crowning achievement there. All right, we'll go down a bit more. I kind of didn't do this correctly. That's all right. Kind of just crisscrossing. I want to make it look semi-realistic. So we're going to go. Come down a bit more. Boom. All right. So what's the rate? What's this saying? 6, 6, and 6. That's pretty decent stats. I think we can go for, let's charge $5 a ticket. I think that's pretty fair. So we're gonna call this open, and then we need to advertise for this puppy because we spent a lot of money building that. We haven't even gotten to the other end of the park. Sit rep leaving Buc-ee's. I have jerky. This is not a drill. Let's go. Dodge secured the jerky. Hey, Kazadar, thank you very much for the lurk. Also, Metal Machine, good to see you, by the way. Have not had you in a bit. Oh, bro, we just got the chicken nuggies stall. All right, who wants hot chicken nuggies? So we gonna have to have that. Although with those nausea ratings, we're gonna want plenty of seating for any sick guests. I want a few litter bins up here as well. Just sprinkle them around. Oh, and we ran out of money. Oh, and then we forgot to fix this pathway. We'll have to do that. I've got an idea. Hot chicken nuggies? Yeah, I feel like chicken nuggies is the move here. Ah, there we go. Ooh, can we do a double crossover? Oh, that's sick. Let's go. Oh shoot, we're over the ride. We don't want to be over the ride. We want to be across from the ride. Alright, we need height marks on paths. There we go. So now we've crossed from the, we have pathways kind of crisscrossing from the observatory up then over, and now we go. Because of the slopes on this scenario, building pathways is going to be a lot more expensive. But if we build the infra first, it's going to make putting new rides around here so much easier. So it really is important that we do this on the earlier side. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got sort of good crisscross. We're going to want a second handyman just for this area up here. So I do not believe we have enough for a first aid stall. And these guests on a bobsled ride are gonna puke. So we don't want that. But it's gonna happen. Yeah, we don't have a first aid stand right now. We can start with some souvenirs too. So let's go with, actually, this would be cool. Let's throw some souvenirs up here. Let's throw a hat stall like here. And we'll make it Jamaican green. I'm liking this. No, we don't want a random color. We'll make it the Jamaican green. We'll make, wait, what color are the balloons? The balloons are gonna be yellow. We're gonna make all the balloons bright yellow. And then we'll make the hats black. So that way it's the drip, you know? So we're gonna give it. I think we're gonna make this the Rasta section of the park. I wonder if we can do let's do the jungle entrance then. Suppose you're not gonna make a South Carolina joke with the chicken stand. No, we're doing something else different here. Add better TTV and emote. Howdy Snorlax, bro. Let's go Metal Machine. That's awesome. Yo, that's fantastic. Turkey sandwich on my dinner tonight. Seeing a few. Cool. Chicken wings, chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. Oh, you know what? We'll have to use our imagination a bit. But you know what? If we're gonna go the roster route, let's throw the chicken nuggies right. Actually, wait. Can we do fried chicken? Oh, we can. That's even better. We're gonna call this jerk chicken. And then we'll charge $2 for that. Hey, Sir George, thank you very much for the subscribe. Actually, I do appreciate that, man. Very nice of you. Let's increase the chain lift time too, because it looks like we're already getting a lot of capacity for this ride. Okay, so now let's see what the guests are thinking. Wow, a new ride being built. This park is really clean and tidy. That's good. Looks to me like this bobsled ride is doing pretty well. But yeah, we needed to get rid of that. Let's see, $2 seems too low for chicken. You gotta remember, this is 2000s prices, but maybe you're right. Let's go $2.50 for the chicken. We do need to throw in some more trash cans though. And if that's the case, they're probably going to be looking for drink stalls. So it's getting a little bit warmer. It says 66 degrees. So let's go for what? I know there's a type of Jamaican soda out there. I think it's Calypso. All right, we get $2.50. We're going to build Calypso up here. Calypso Colas. I like it. It's Snow Caribbean. Make it more real. It should be $20 for the chicken. I won't do that, but I will do one other thing. I'll charge $20 for the umbrellas. Because guests will actually pay that. This is a little hack. They will pay that when it's raining. Damn, we really don't have enough money to build a drink stall. We are bleeding money. Our park value is rising, but we are distinctly unprofitable right now. So So we need to fix that by building some more profitable rides. Let's build a launched free fall, actually. Don't ask me how that is supposed to work. Ah, thanks for the money emoji. Let's build it among the trees here. That's actually gonna make it look way better. Let's go 150. We'll call it Ice Blaster. Oh shoot, we have ducks, y'all. We're gonna get ducks. Quack. Hang on. Sounds. Sound effects. Anyway, we need to throw an entrance in, throw an exit in, and this should be back to ice themed. So let's go snow and ice. Let's make this spire. No, let's make it white with an ice blue core. There we go. We'll go tarmac, tarmac. Go up, down. There we go. And then we need to increase the launch speed. All right, you guys want to see something fun? What if I launch it at 75? Let's just launch it at 90 miles an hour. You want to watch what happens to the car? 3, 2, 1, blast off. Whee! It's crashing. There's the iconic your roller coaster tycoon crashing noise. Always fun to send something flying. Let's go 49 miles an hour. Okay, we can go a little higher than that. Let's go 54. Yeah, 54 seems reasonable. Okay, so we've got, all right, we're doing pretty good. The observation tower, we'd probably charge a bit more for that. Let's charge $1.50. Merry-go-round, $1's fine. Ferris wheel, $1's fine. Oh shoot. Oh, I see why the Ferris wheel's not getting anybody in. I forgot, for a Ferris wheel, you have to build a queuing line, otherwise you have to shoot. Entrance, let's go. There we go. Yeah, you actually have to build a queuing line for Ferris wheels, otherwise nobody ever gets on. We're already in debt. No, all right, okay, we're actually posting a profit this month so far. It's small, I'll grant, and it's nowhere near our goal. We need $7,000 from ride tickets. Ooh, giant candy theming. You can get a big licorice candy tree. It's not particularly helpful. Just throw in a chocolate bar right here. Nah, let's see. How we doing on... Yeah, it's all right. What's up? Hey, super, good to see you. Let me give you a shout out. I have not seen you in a hot minute. Go give Supernatural Writer a follow, y'all. She is pretty awesome as well. She's another fitness and health streamer on this platform. She also does NaNoWriMo. She does all sorts of stuff like that. All right, I think it is going to be time fairly soon to open up the chairlift. Not yet, but soon. We could stand to do a few more items. Not a cinema. Ooh, snow cups. It's the teacup ride. So what do we do? Oh my god, we have access to a bunch of water rides? What the hell? what would the point of this be? Or the River Rapids is one of my favorites. You lurking here, got some stuff to order. Alright, cool, cool. Question is, where do we build it? I think we build this. Do we build the log flume or the River Rapids? I think you go River Rapids. You can go for the much more compact design, and it can contain way more people. Trouble is we really don't have money for a big one, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more smart about how we do this. Which is fine. I know I can build an affordable ride. You just have to be less of an ass about it. We'll go through a couple waterfalls. Oh, we're already out of money. Alright, let's push it to 30 grand, but we're going to stay under budget on this ride. Time to watch the Tycoon gameplay, go back to reading my discourse on the I Ching. Cool. We go the whirlpool here, a whirlpool, some rapids, 1, 2, and then we'll dive bomb down into the water. Yeah, look at that. So we'll put the photo section here, of course. And then we'll have them go through a few more rapids. And then we'll go up 1, so we can turn. And then up another whirlpool. Another whirlpool. A couple of waterfalls. Shoot. Alright, then we can roll down. No, shoot. We gotta go straight, then right, then down 1, and then a couple more rapids here. And then we just gotta bring it home. Oh, shoot. Now I gotta go straight here. There we go. And we'll finish it off with a rapid section right there. Alright, that's a nice, good little compact river rapids. Nothing wrong with it. Maybe not the fanciest I've ever built, but pretty good. People notoriously get decapitated on those compared to other attractions. So the nice thing with the river rapids is that there's nothing to decapitate the guests' heads on, as opposed to like the dinghy slide or something. So I don't think we have to worry about that quite so much this time. Oh, perfect. We can just build straight across. That's always convenient. Love it when stuff like that lines up. So we need to see through the vegetation real quick. There we go. Just so we can build a queuing line. So we're gonna want that. There we go. Alright, see through the scenery. Oops. There we go. Turn the vegetation back on. Have it go around the tree, just because that's pretty. Boom. You know what? Wait. I don't like that. One more. Yes. Put it at the... If you put it at the crossroads, you get more interactions with guests and more people will ride it. So we got to test it first. We've got... Oh my god, that is a lot of boats. 16 boats. We do not need a minimum waiting time for this. We can charge... We go with $4 and then... $2.50 for the photo. How's this doing? Let's increase the photo to 3 for this. And then... I mean, this thing's bringing in a steady profit. It's maybe not the most profitable ride, but it will eventually pay for itself. So that's good. I think this ride's going to pay really quickly. So we're just going to go ahead and open the sucker. Eventually it'll get tested, and then people will ride it. So we're going to go ahead and advertise for it too. What do we need to call this? I was going to call it Polar Bear Plunge, because it's, you know, plunging right towards the, you know, the pond. Someone got sucked into the part that raises the tube. I like it. Make it go fast, please. I mean, it does down this hill. So if we're going to call it Polar Bear Plunge, we need to give it better colors. This needs to be, I think, no, it needs to be a white base, and then should be all white, really. Should be white and white, and then this should be water. So make it light watercolor. Ooh, that's perfect. What we're gonna do is raise the water around it. Yeah. I should have built it down a bit further. Oh, so since we can't do that. There we go. We're gonna build the water around it so it looks like it's on water level. Unfortunately, that means we are going to spend more than we'd kind of like to, but that's okay. It's for the aesthetic. How much would it cost to... Oh god, that's 625 bucks. Fuck. Turns out that was a mistake. Alright, we're not doing that right now. Will you still stream after the move? Yes. In what capacity, I don't know yet. Still trying to figure that one out. But we will. I will do my best. That one's gonna be a bit difficult, but we're gonna try and find our way to do that. Alright, so the excitement rating's pretty decent. Intensity and notch is low, which means our gentle guests will love it. That's great. That's what we want. We could do, though, is throw in some better theming. So we could throw a tree or two here. Throw in maybe a log cabin. Could do... Ooh, we'll say it's ice fishing. We'll throw a log cabin right here. Maybe an igloo. There's no flat land to put an igloo on. This is level land required. We don't have... There's no level land. Put an ice cube here, maybe? There we go. Put a tree. I don't have a polar bear. That would be really cool, actually. Do a snowflake or two. That'd be kind of neat. Throw a snowflake there. Throw a giant snowball right over here. Yeah. Just delete the game at this point. No polar bear, delete everything. Rage quit immediately, right fucking now. Okay, so we have yet to record a profitable month. So that's not good. Our financial graph is not looking great at this point, so we need to find ways to make more money. Thankfully, this River Rapids does look like a very profitable ride, so that's good. That should start bringing in more cash. We need to find a couple other rides that'll pony some good cash. This we're undercharging for Ice Blaster, so we can go up to 3. Naroji, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, that's you, JJ. Well, thank you very much for the gift sub, you kind man. I appreciate that. What else can we build that's going to generate cash? I can build a compact coaster. I've got the corkscrew. Ooh, we do have the water coaster. Okay, I will do a water coaster, but I'm not going to do it right now. I don't have the money to build one. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly. Ooh, a hot dog stand? I bet. Everybody likes a glizzy. There you go. Hot dog stand opened. It's $1.50. You know, we'll call it, since it's $1.50, we'll call it Kirkland Signature. They're Costco hot dogs, because Costco hot dogs are fucking delicious. Alright, we do not need more scenery and theming, so we're going to turn that off. We could use more thrill rides and probably more gentle rides at this point. And probably another roller coaster wouldn't hurt us. We will do a couple jumping snowballs here, because those are always fun. The trouble with jumping snowballs is that you can only put them on straight pieces of track. Or straight pieces of path, so you can only go so far on these. So, but you can see them, though, they're bouncing around. Dude, hey, do not fuck with the Costco Glizzy. Do not fuck with the Costco Glizzy. So the question is, where do we build from here? I think I may have made an error in placing the merry-go-round here, because more path to get us over. This is fairly not too steep. Delicious for food reasons or lewd reasons. I mean, I've never done anything of that nature with a Costco Glizzy, but you could. I'm gonna go with we'll make a little powered corkscrew ride, I think. Metal Machine enjoying this new Snorlax emoji quite a bit. Let's see, where do we want to build this is the question. See, we build this over near not where do we build it? I do miss the Polish dogs. Those are really good. Trying to think of where to put it. See, if we put it over here, we get bonus points for interacting with the bobsled ride. Maybe that's the move. Plus, we've got the pathway already built. I think that's what we're going to do. Plus, that means we can do something fun like... Oh, we can't do that. Shoot. And then do a small half loop. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so that's sick. Do a loop-de-loop. And then... Shoot, we already ran out of money. Fuck. Well, we're going to continue deficit spending then. In which Bull realizes fiscal responsibility is for the birds. Took Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 for me to realize that. Let's go at a 45-degree angle here. Really? Fine. 3,000 more. What at this point, why not? Let's go a slight steep piece. There we go. Back down to 50. Definitely get the on-ride photo section. One more corkscrew. Boom. All right. That should about do it. That's going to be pretty good. So we're going to have, you've got a cobra roll, or so you've got a, yeah, you've got a corkscrew into a small half loop, which I think is a cobra roll, and then a loop-de-loop, and then some wide curves, a nice hill, another curve into a corkscrew, and then up, and then it'll come all the way back. So we're going to go... I think we want one more station piece to give us an 8-car train, though. Can we get an 8-car train? Yes, that's what we want. We want higher capacity. So we're gonna go, an entrance should be, I think we're gonna put the entrance here. We'll put the exit, we're there. We're gonna test this bad boy. So this is gonna be in the powered launch mode. If we have it past the station, it'll crash. So we're gonna go without passing the station. We're not gonna need it to have a ton of speed because it's already gonna come down. But I think 40 or so miles an hour should do it. Let's find out. It goes up. I might have done it too fast there, honestly. Yeah, I think I could stand to slow that down a bit. In the meantime, let's build the path. So we're going to do that. I think I may have made that a bit too intense. Ooh, that could be a lot of fun. All right, I've got an idea. We're gonna build a queuing line. We're gonna, okay, 6.39 and 9.64. So we need to actually, first off, we're gonna move the entrance over one. Second off, we are going to decrease the test, because that's pretty high intensity. We don't need it to be that high. More importantly, we can, I just had a really cool idea. Watch this. So we need this to go up to 70 feet. So we need to have it come up one. And then loop it through the corkscrew. Oh, now we're cooking with some freaking gas. Shoot, it's too short though. Okay. What if, hang on, I'm thinking. I've got it. We'll go right here. Wonder if the coasters will fail. I don't think this is gonna fail. So we're not getting any penalties for G-forces. Does the loop-de-loop, it comes round. So I'm gonna call this the, what do y'all think, like Abominable Snowman or something? We're going to have to increase the price for it though. Let's go stick it at 5. I'm gonna call this one the Yeti. Then we're gonna go ice blue, white, and let's do a gray for that. And then we'll do, I like the white cars, but let's do a black restraint, and we'll go bright red for, yeah. That's good, I like that. Wonder if the coasters will fall. They're not gonna. I've tested the coasters, so it shouldn't fail. But that's pretty good. All of a sudden, everybody wants the observation tower. See, now I'm getting 20 bucks from all the people going and getting umbrellas. We should build a second souvenir stand over here to do the same thing. There we go. Get some. Oh gosh, there's lots of trash and such over here. We forgot to build litter bins. There's vandalism. That's not good. We need to hire another handyman. No wonder our park rating's not very high. We need to fix that. So we're gonna have him patrol all through here. There we go. That's much better. So you're also going to be responsible for that new chunk of pathway at the exit of the corkscrew ride. And we'll throw in couple benches here because I have a feeling they'll probably get a little bit sick. Ooh, we've got the inverted impulse coaster. Those are really fun to build. The circulator is just a money printer, really, because that all it does is it shoots you up, you go around, and then you come back down, and then all of a sudden you have lots of money. Hey, wow, we are actually in the black this month. I guess we're really making good money now. Raining in this area must freeze all the rides. You'd think so, but it's 51 degrees, so technically I don't know how all the snow isn't melting. That's another question, but you got me on that. All right, yeah, there is entirely too much litter in this park, so we need to hire another handyman to fix that. Handymen goof off way too much in this game. So let's see here. I need to go to the bathroom is the number one thought. So we need to build more toilets. All right. Let's build a toilet up here. And let's build a toilet over here. There we go. That should solve the problem. 2 more toilets. Seems about right. We got 1, 2, 3, and then there's a 4th one over here. We still haven't opened the chairlift, but there's no reason to do that at this point. All right, so at the end of year 1, we are deeply unprofitable, but I think we're turning the corner on that. Our ride tickets, we're supposed to be getting 7,000 per month in ride tickets. That's our goal. We're about halfway there. Catch the suckers littering. Yeah, there's a way to do that with security guards, but the real answer is it's a sign that I'm not putting down enough trash cans. So we just need to fix that by adding more trash cans. And having a handyman come and pick up all these fried chicken boxes. So if it's the fried chicken stall that's generating all this trash, what that tells me is there's not enough trash cans further away. Oh, did the spiral slide break down? Huh. Is it closed? Oh yeah, it is broken down. How about our mechanics? Oh, we only have 1 mechanic. That's a problem. Yeah, we need to hire at least 2 more. Alright, so that's good. I enjoy these games too. This is super chill. We're just relaxing, having a good time. There we go. Oops. I didn't realize it was, yeah, it wasn't working. Let's see. Do I get a bonus this year? Are you talking about like in real life? Or are you saying you work in this, are you working in the theme park? Because the theme park, I know plata, we're still losing quite a lot of money as it turns out. Okay, our park rating has come up quite a bit because we started having our handymen fix all the litter problems. In fact, there's actually a really cool handy thing they've added in OpenRCT2, which is open path issues. Okay, cool. So that handyman's finally fixing it. Start at the entrance. Thank you. Last thing I want to see is my beloved park having a bunch of litter bugs. Ugh. There we go. Don't need a bunch of fucking litter right at the beginning of my path. Okay, so the pathways look pretty clean now. That's good. We want that. So I have him come over here. Get that done. Okay. So our paths are clean. We don't have to worry about that now. Let's see what else the guests are thinking. You did more decorations and things I thought you would. I mean, I've still got more to do. Ice Blaster is a really good value, which means probably undercharging for it. So let's bump it up to 350. I've already got a hat. It's too crowded here. Where are they saying it's too crowded here? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I need to go to the bathroom. Those numbers have come down. A lot of people really like Polar Bear Plunge, so that's good. How is Polar Bear Plunge doing? Man, that's making us lots of money. That's good. Shoot. Guys, this is our second month in the black. As it turns out, when you stop building things, getting hungry wants a good snack to eat. I should drink more water too. Well, follow. I'll be a good leader here. Nice and hydrated. We'll probably not finish this game, this scenario, today, but I feel like we've gotten a pretty good start. I think what I'll go ahead and do is wrap this up. We'll build the water coaster next time. I think the water coaster is going to go over here somewhere, but we need to build. I think I'm going to build a few more small rides, like the magic carpet, and kind of flesh out this little chunk of the park. So that way we can build pathways in and around the lake. Because I want this little lake, this pond, to be sort of a really nice feature. Who could have guessed that when you stop spending money, you have money? Bull both forgets and remembers fiscal responsibility in one stream. Who'd have thunk it? Whoa! A lot of people really like the bobsled. That's good. Oh, people are wondering. Apparently, people are getting antsy in the queuing line. So let's fix that with a couple queuing line TVs. Because, yeah, I get that the bobsled doesn't have the greatest throughput. Because there are only 2-car trains. It's a fairly long ride. So, God, it's such a cool looking. It is such a cool looking coaster, though. The aesthetic is just beautiful here. There we go. Supermarket Simulator is the only game you can play without feeling guilty. You were telling me about that. Shoot, I haven't even done anything yet, and look at this. Look at this graph. Look at that. Is solid profit right there. That is, as the kids might say, that is stonks. Honestly, I think I need to advertise more for the Polar Bear Plunge. Like, we've got not that many people riding it, and like the queuing line is completely empty. The bobsled one's full, the corkscrew one's pretty full. So I think we need to really send more people to the river rapids. So let's do that. How's this corkscrew coaster doing money-wise? Pretty good. That's actually our most profitable ride yet. So I think building the corkscrew coaster has definitely helped our bottom line some. I think we should build something else over here. I'm not quite sure what, though. Yeah, I don't know who would want to go. It's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know who wants to go on a river rapids ride at 39 degrees Fahrenheit, but apparently people do. So the Polar Bear Plunge is certainly living up to its name there. I certainly would not. Maybe this park's meant for Midwesterners. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this magic carpet ride here. Me, I'm the people. Nice. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. Alright, yeah. Exit's gotta go this way. And then we're gonna put... There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to dig out a little bit of the mountain here. God, not being able to do any landscaping would make this a lot more challenging. Maybe I'll do that in a future stream. Nice. So we'll call this the Magic Carpet Ride. There we go. And the reason I put this little path, this little chunk here, is we can do some dancing snowballs. Yeah, that's nice. Magic carpet in the snow. Is that thematic? Not really. But I mean, look, we need to build the ride. Because now that we've done that, I can start kind of planning, right? So we've got the path here. I think we're going to build the path sort of around this big hill. And then we'll have it kind of come up. I think close to the top of this hill. For now, I'm going to build an igloo there just because I want to. We're going to put, yeah, put the igloo right up at the top. We're going to build a, oh shit, the vertical drop coaster. That's a really good one. I was going to build the water coaster next. I don't even know what elements you get here. Oh wow, so you can choose. Is it going to be on the water or is it going to be on the... That's really neat. We'll build a water coaster. That'll be next time though. I think we're going to call it a day for now though. This is a short stream. We'll have to make food courts. See, food courts to me are very pretty. I love the aesthetic that a food court gives. But guests don't care. Guests like going to one, like they'll go to whatever's closest. The guests don't have preferences. So for me, it's much better to have things spread out because otherwise guests will get really hungry and then they'll all get crowded around the same area. Like this, some of the guests are just sitting there watching the rides. It's kind of neat because this is the main thoroughfare, this wiggly chunk. And so, you know, you're going to have guests stopping and looking at things. Dem guns, there you go. Yeah, let's save this as new file, Alpine Adventures. Let's see, how close are we to our goal? Okay, we already got, in March, we got almost $5,000 worth of ride tickets. We're going to get close to that in April as well, so we're already close to being... We're more than halfway done. We're like 70% of the way through this scenario, and we haven't even opened the chairlift. We've only built in this like maybe a fifth of the park, so that's pretty good. All right, we'll go to the menu, and then exit here, and then we're gonna move on back to before we end. We're gonna talk a little bit more about. Oh shoot, I forgot to update the category. It's been fitness and health this whole time. I was gonna say, do any of y'all have any other fitness, health, diet, financial, those sorts of questions? If not, that's gonna be it for the show. I'm not gonna be live Thursday afternoon. That's basically what this stream was. I got invited to dinner with a good friend of mine. He's the other coworker that's retiring from my line of work. So we're going just about at the same pace of exiting. So we wanted to have one good dinner, and so that's where I'll be on Thursday. But Friday morning, 9 a.m. Let's see, tomorrow's pull, which means Wednesday's leg, which means Friday should be push. Saturday should then be pull, and Sunday we'll end it with legs. And then I am obviously off Monday and kind of beyond that for a little while. Next weekend, so on Friday, I should have a really cool announcement for you guys. More to come on that, and then of course the AMA, which you guys can ask me anything, absolutely anything, and I will tell you. That will be Friday night at 8 p.m. as well. So that is going to be it. Let's go see who we can raid. And, oh, I just popped my knee. That hurt. Let's see who else we've got to raid. We got Ronoin. We raided him yesterday, so we'll pick someone else. We got Jasu, Jacob Lyle, raided Celsi the other day. Let's go Jacob Lyle. I haven't raided him in a hot minute. So raid message, as always, is Bull Rush. _ Lyle. So that's going to be it for me today, y'all. Appreciate all the new followers. We had quite a few of them. Yeah, we're real close to 2,000. Frog to Prince, hey, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate that. I believe that puts us right at about 1980, so 20 more. Anywho, that is it for me today. Y'all, as always, make good decisions. Those good decisions form your actions. Those actions form your habits. Those habits form your values. Those values form an ethos. That could be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Much love. See you Friday, 9 a.m. Be there or be square. And that'll do it. YouTube, take it easy. I'm out.